Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be working on week 3 and I'm going to start a timer. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go for about 30 minutes. This is the April 2023 hashtag book page challenge. Week 3 is Ephemera time. Journaling cards, tags, bookmarks, altered paper clips, using only book pages. So here we go, guys. And I have no idea what I'm doing. And this is my box. I'm just going to set it aside. I thought I might pull stuff out and show you what I got. This will be fun to use. It is quotes. It's just a book of quotes. And then I've got all of these corners. I found one somewhere, laying over here somewhere all by itself. I don't know what I did with it. And I was going to make something with that. Got all of these corners to put on. And I've got just lots of stuff to dig through and blank pages. Like I said, I was going to work with blank pages. And all the covers we found last week. And remember, I found that set of 11 blank pages. I think it was 11. And then all of these covers is what I'm going to use pretty much for journaling cards. And remember, I said I was probably going to make little notebooks with the blank pages. Oh yeah, here's all the lined pages too. And there's some plant looking pages. Okay. Oh, that might make a good pocket. Louse. Okay. And then, see, we've got more blank pages. Like if we make a tag or something to put something on the back of it. Oh, there's a pretty piano. Here's that silly here's that silly cookbook I told you about. We might find some fun images in that to add. You know, like see this big picture, apple dumpling, something, something. Well, I might like cut this to make a couple of tags and then use something to cover up that Webster image, you know. So we'll be digging in that. And, where's my Mythbusters book? Did I put it up? I need to get that. This was a recipe book I got, and it has the stars on every page. So that might be fun to embellish with. Oh, these I made. I forgot to show them last week. A couple out of, I don't know what, I guess blank pages. Just things. I don't know if I'll do a belly band or what. I think we got enough. There's more black pages. And Regina, I'll be making an envelope to show you. Oh, looky here. These speckled pages are fun. We might do something with that. Here, Mythbusters. See, these Mythbusters books had all of these neat edges all around. And I don't know what I did with the book. There's some stars. See, there's blue stars. That might be fun. You know, just to ring a pocket with or something. That's a nice heavy weight. Okay. Now I don't know what I did. Sorry if that moved you. I touched the cord. Let me see if I got the Mythbusters book. You're fine, baby. Yes, I do. This one, like I said, all the pages, like the full pages I pulled out, they have matching edging for all of them, all of the patterns. And I use this in another Just Junk Journal challenge. And I mean, see how neat that works as washi or something, you know? Isn't that great? So we will be using that. And then, like I said, I pulled out, let me see if there's any more. I pulled out black pages. I thought those would make fun envelopes. Sorry I don't have this all together. But rooting through is part of it, isn't it? Looky there. That will be great. I won't get the one of the pictures. But this one, then we wouldn't even have to trim it, because I like the red too. You know, that's cool. When you're doing just junk or junk journaling or something, you know, it is like woohoo! Like you found something awesome when you find something usable. You know, I love that page. I'm gonna do something with that. There's another one. I love those edging. You know, I'm all about the red, right? Oh, the yellow, no, plugins. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Oh. My phone is telling me about my transportation in the morning for my appointment. Okay, I'll be ready. This is loose. I need to move the finger. I have to go see a neurosurgeon tomorrow. I had an MRI of my neck and it's very bad. I like that. That might be pretty. See those colors? I like them. We'll do something with that. I had an MRI of my neck and it's very bad. I went to see the doctor for spine fusion, and while I was there, he did the reflexes and I failed one. So then that prompted him to do an MRI to clear my neck before I have SI joint fusion. And I failed the reflex test and failed. Looky there. Woohoo! We got more blank pages, guys. So I might have to have neck surgery before my SI fusion, which is your pelvis area. Before I have that surgery. So tomorrow's a big day. Okay, here we go. Now, what are we going to do? First, I think, I hope you can see me okay, Regina. Regina's new to journal making and she wants to learn all the stuff. Okay, looks like I already cut that pretty straight. So what we're going to do is we're going to about that, right? Okay. And then we're going to, okay, about that, right? And that's crooked. And I need, I'll get the red one. I was so happy to get this red cutting mat. I can't find a bigger one that's red. And I don't know what that'd be too much for y'all to look at. Okay, so what you do is you just, whatever size your paper is what you go by. Okay, that's all. Okay? So what we are going to need to do first is we need a flap to make this a flap so we can fold it in. And how we're going to make, it's kind of reverse. How we're going to make a flap is, and I don't know where my small ruler is. We're gonna make a flap. Let's see if this is sharp enough. We're just going to cut. You can draw this and stuff, and I'm just going to cut it. And let's see, where's my fold? Okay. Right up there. So you're just cutting away a little bit, so you're going to have a flap left. Okay, because we don't have a flap. We have to make one. But this is all an envelope. And I'll do it with scissors. That might be easier. I used my new scissors, eh? And we're going to cut that up. Okay? And we're going to cut that up. Okay? Right? Then we're going to fold that in. Okay? You can draw this out if you need to, but I'm not. I've made 100. One day I did a video showing how to make envelopes, and I think I made 50. And we'll clean that up. Okay, so we've got this. That's pretty straight, and that's pretty straight, right? So we need to cut. We're going to angle this top flap in, but we don't want to go past that. See, we want to cut within this range. So we're not going to cut it much. Also, if you go this, if you start out here, you might end up a little off of your mark. So just start right at the point, at the fold, and you're going to do that. That's all. And we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to start right at the fold so we know that start is neat, and we're going to do that. That's all. You might need to practice. You might need to tweak it a little. Might take a time or two. Okay? Now, this, let me get rid of that. Pretend that's, okay, we'll just fold it under. Okay, you pretend don't worry about that top flap piece yet. Okay? Now, this looks better even with the numbers. It'll still look better if this is slightly angled too. Okay? So we're going to do that. And again, we're going to start at the corner. We're not going to start down here and try to cut up and hit the right spot. Here we know we're at the right spot. And we don't want to cut too much because we only have that much width to finish it. If we cut more than that, then it'll be like that. See what I'm saying? I'm just walking you through how to think it through. You'll figure it out. See there? Now when we fold that up, it looks neat, right? Okay? Now I think you can do it however you want. But I think this looks better if it's cut, and you can just draw a line if you want. If it's cut, you can draw a line inside too, or whatever. Or here, you can fold it out and then draw a line because you want to come below that rim, that top rim, okay? And what we do, see what we're going to do is and if I wasn't on black paper, it'd be a lot easier. What we're going to do is trim that so it angles and it comes past that flap, okay? And I've drawn a line that tells me about where I need to go. And again, we're going to start, well, I guess we can't start on that outside. So we're going to cut this flap down past our line, okay? And this flap down past our line. Do you see how this point we cut the angle and it'll go past our line, which is the top of the pocket, right? And I'm gonna put that all together so you can see. Yes? And then that floats down. Okay? And I don't really like upside down words, but we're doing a book page challenge and there's lots of words and sometimes they get, oh, yes. If you put the glue here, it will be where you need it. If you put it here, you might go above where your glue is. Sorry. So you're going to do that and that. Now, another handy dandy trick, and I keep saying this every time I do it, but it's such a good tip. So, a corner rounder will not work if it, well, I guess it will, but it won't be, it wants to work on 90-degree angles. For example, since we angled this, and that one doesn't look angled quite enough. Okay. Since we angled this, that's not going to meet up right at that 90-degree inside angle. So, these wavy scissors that are just like this, they, the wavy scissors, you can get them at the Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Amazon, Alley, Temu, all the places. They will they will round a corner where a corner rounder won't. And I think it looks just great. And it looks nice when you round corners. I always do on envelopes. See there? The rounded corners. So there, we made an envelope. I'm going to do another one real quick. How about, well, those are little. Okay, we'll do another one. This is a different size. We're going to go a different direction. Doesn't matter. Okay, we're going to go there. And you just want to go up. You know, an envelope is more, you know, it's like 2/3 and 1/3, right? But not all the way. You only need a flap. You don't need, okay? And you just do it till it looks straight. It's okay. You can score it if you need to, but it's okay. It's just, you know, a homemade. I mean, you can measure this and score it if you want. Okay? Now, we're going to fold it in. I'm folding a little more here. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. And then here. So we're going to start with our flaps. Now we need to cut away some stuff to make this flap. It's not a flap yet. Well, I guess it's a flap, but it's not what we need yet. So we're going to start in the corner, remember? And we can't go any further than that because that's all the wider this flap is. So we need to stay less than that. So we're going to do that. And we're going to start at the corner. And we're going to do that. Okay? And we're going to do the same. And you'll get the feel. You'll get the hang of this after about 3 of them. Okay? Like I said, I always like to start at the bend because then you know where you're going to end up. And you'll just, it's okay. If it doesn't look right, you can just cut it again. Right? Let's see, like that didn't look like quite enough. There. Okay? Now, we know we want this. Oh, we got to cut these bottom ones off. And we're just going to miter that. You always when you're doing something like this, you cut away your fold or your score line. Because if you leave some of it, then that might bunch up when you're trying to fold it. It just might, you know, make a messy bend or fold or something. So you always cut away your fold line. You don't cut right on it and leave it. Okay? And that might need cleaned up. Sometimes your corners. Okay. And now this we know we want it to hide behind there, right? You know, I'm going to do this one different and show you another way. We are going to, this is our flap. So this one, I'm sorry, I'm changing my mind. This one, I'm just going to cut a little bit. And I'm going to show you how you can use the corner rounder or the wavy scissors are there too. And then we're just going to cut this a little bit. Okay, we're not going to bring it all the way down. This is just an option. Okay, okay. Now, we've got this folded in, right? And this would be so much easier if it wasn't on black paper. But that looks a little awkward just having this notch sticking out there, doesn't it? See what I mean? So this is where else I like to use this scissors to round that corner, because then it doesn't have to go down behind the other one and look great. It looks finished when you just round it. And I'll show you in a second. I think. You can tell me your thoughts, okay? Yeah? And then we're going to round these, remember? Okay? Now, when you fold them in, see, doesn't that look finished? Like that? So then it's okay if it sticks up. It doesn't have to hide behind this flap. So there. And then we're going to do one more envelope. And then I'm going to show you one more kind of envelope. And we put our glue on here. And then that will be all the glue we need. Because if you put it on here, then when you, let's say I put a bead of glue up here, right? And then I fold it down, then I might have glue above the edge of my fold. Does that make sense? Or you got to be careful to keep it to the very outside too, or it could spill over inside and you could glue your pocket shut. Let's make sure we didn't do that here. And I did, and if that happens, all you do, watch me tear it. Oh, yeah, it's okay. All you do is just run a ruler gently, or a bone folder. It doesn't have to be a ruler, okay? So there, I did poke it a little bit, but it's okay. Let me hit that with a black pencil, or mark pen, so we don't see it. There, my ruler barely poked a pinhole in that, in there. Now you can't even see it. Okay, now we're going to do a coin envelope. We're just going to make a plain one. There's one of them plain pages I just pulled out. Here. We're going to make a plain one, and then I'll decorate it. I was going, well, I'll use this torn one, because I might want those for pages. So, coin envelope. Same thing, but a little different, right? I'm going to try not to, you know, make such a mess. I'm going to clean up as I go, because we only have 5 minutes left. Oh, God. Okay, I'll make a coin envelope, and then we're going to call it done, and then I'll just work on it and show a video later in the week. Coin envelope. Same thing, except different, right? So, we're going to fold it that way. And it doesn't matter what size you make these. You can make it the size of a dime, or a postage stamp, or, you know, as big as your page is. You fold it offset. Okay, coin, or you can do that. But it's okay for coin envelopes to be offset. I don't know why. Somebody decided. It doesn't matter, I think. Unless I'm making stuff up. Here, I'm looking for a ruler. So we're going to put that down. And then I'll just line it up right there. And I'm going to score it. Okay. Now, these, again, we're going to trim away our fold. That's what I always like to do. And we're going to start here so we know we're at a good starting point. Because if you start down here, then who knows where you're going to end up. You know, this way you know. I want to come at a corner, and I want to come right at the corner at a slight angle. And I'm cutting away my score line. Okay, like that. And those are about the same, close enough. And then you're going to cut these away, and you're going to cut away the score line. And fold it if it's easier. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to cut right, oh, so barely along that edge. Okay? We might need to clean that up a little bit. And again, we're just going to cut ever so barely. And you do this however's easiest for you. This is a new pair of scissors I got off a warehouse. I play games and earn money. Like $5 Amazon gift cards, and then I buy stuff off Amazon warehouse. Okay, now this is kind of messy. So I'm just going to clean that up. So I can think through it without factoring in the mess. Okay. We're going to do the same thing down here, but we know coin envelopes have a bigger flap than the bottom, right? And I'm going to show you something in a minute. It's okay. And so we're gonna give it that much flap. Okay? And is it straight-ish? Okay. There. And we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to take this at an angle, and I'll show you how to try to get them even. We can't start out there this time. Can we? We can do it like this. Okay. And then we're just going to we're going to start right in our corner, and we're going to come down a little more. Okay. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing over here, but we need to cut off. We need to see where we're going to end up, how far we need to come. And I'm just going to mark that with my finger. I've just barely made a little score line with my finger. And I'm going to point the scissors right at it and do the best I can. And this, you'll just have to do trial and error and figure it out. Okay? Now we're going to cut this off, again, at a slight angle. A little more, I guess. And then this off, again, at a slight angle, or a little more than I have been doing. Okay? Not enough. And you'll be an expert at this after you make a half dozen. How do I want that? I want it like that. Like that. And we're going to round these. See, this is how, I don't know how people round these, because coin envelopes always look rounded on the corner. Cancel. Well, hell. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss. I didn't realize, this iPhone, I haven't had it very long. I didn't realize I wouldn't know how to manipulate it. And that's crooked. Okay. And we're going to round it right there. And right there. Sometimes you have to work these a little bit. Okay? And we're going to glue along here. Oh, I didn't even see how it lined up. How's it look? Hey, it looks pretty good. It's hidden down under there and it's not stepping up. That's pretty good. I'm okay with that. And then we're going to glue here. It doesn't take much glue. Okay. And then I will probably do, and then we're going to, that is a little bit higher. But, okay. Okay, nobody will ever know now. So there's a coin envelope. Hope you can see it, it's white. And then what I was going to do, since I'm limited on, I don't have many pretty pages, what I'm going to do is do some doodling on some of this. And I was going to work on it through the week, but I'm still trying to get my elbow to cooperate. So today we made 3 envelopes. All right. And I will do a flip through of my work in the next day or two. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.